Ever felt like you're stuck in the friend zone? Like no matter how hard you try, you're just never more than just friends? Well, what if I told you there's a way out? A way to turn those awkward hugs into passionate kisses, and those heart-to-heart chats into a full-blown romance. Stay tuned, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to break out of the friend zone. Let's go. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. If you've ever been stuck in the friend zone, you know how frustrating it can be. You're there, hanging out, talking about everything under the sun, but something just isn't clicking. You want more, but they don't seem to see you as anything other than a friend. But here's the thing, it doesn't have to stay that way. Today, we're breaking down a step-by-step guide on how to finally escape the friend zone. And here's the twist. It's not about changing who you are or pretending to be someone else. It's about understanding the psychology of attraction, building real connection, and playing your cards right. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to shift that relationship into something more, without losing your friendship in the process. Ready? Let's dive in. Step 1. Recognize the power of attraction. First things first, let's talk about attraction. Attraction isn't just about physical looks. It's about connection, chemistry, and how two people vibe together. Think about it. Have you ever been around someone who just made you feel alive? Maybe they didn't have the perfect body or the most dazzling smile, but something about them clicked with you. That's the power of emotional attraction. Psychological studies show that people are attracted to those who make them feel good, who bring out their best selves. So, here's the first step. Start focusing on building that emotional connection. If you're always the safe friend, it's time to shake things up a little. Ask yourself, are you the person they run to when they need advice, or are you just the one they text for a Netflix binge? If you're stuck in that zone, it's time to move things up a notch. Step 2. Show your value without overdoing it. Now, here's a tricky one. You need to show that you're more than just a friend, but in a subtle, non-pressuring way. If you go too hard, you risk making them uncomfortable. But if you do nothing, you'll remain just friends. A simple, yet effective technique is showing value in the way you interact with them. This means being confident in yourself, whether you're cracking a joke or handling a tough situation with ease. Remember, people find confidence incredibly attractive. But don't confuse confidence with arrogance. You want to show you're comfortable in your own skin without bragging. For example, let's say you're hanging out and you make a witty comment that makes everyone laugh. Instead of brushing it off, allow yourself to own the moment. Don't shy away from being your authentic, confident self. Trust me, this little change in how you present yourself can make all the difference. Step 3. Get comfortable with physical touch. Here's where the magic happens. One of the best ways to break free from the friend zone is by slowly increasing physical touch, but in a non-romantic way at first. Think of it as establishing the new normal. It could be a playful shove, a gentle touch on the arm, or a hug that lingers just a little longer than usual. Now I know what you're thinking, but what if they think it's weird? Well, studies have shown that physical touch can trigger feelings of connection and trust. If done subtly, this can change the entire dynamic between you two. But don't force it. If it feels natural, go for it. Step 4. Create a sense of mystery. Now this one's a game changer. You know what they say. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. And in relationships, a little bit of mystery can work wonders. If you're always available, always there at the drop of a hat, they may start to take you for granted. Instead, create moments where you're slightly elusive. Don't always answer your phone immediately, and let them wonder what you're up to. When you do hang out, make sure it's a memorable experience. Leave them wanting more. For example, let's say you're always the one texting first. Try flipping the script. Let them reach out to you for a change. This isn't playing games. It's about creating a sense of desire and interest that goes beyond what's immediately available. Step 5. Have the conversation. All right, here's the moment of truth. At some point, If you want to know if there's any chance of moving out of the friend zone, you need to have a real conversation. And I get it, it's nerve-wracking. But here's the key. Be honest, but also be respectful of their feelings. You don't want to put too much pressure on them. The goal is to make them feel safe and comfortable, not trapped. I've been there. A few years ago, I had this amazing friend who I knew I liked. And after months of hinting, I finally told them how I felt. I was terrified they'd say no, but instead, they looked at me and said, "I've been waiting for you to say that." And that was it. We were no longer just friends. Sometimes, being vulnerable is the key to unlocking something deeper. You might get a yes, or you might get a no, but at least you'll know where you stand. And more importantly, you'll have gained the respect that comes with being real. So, there you have it. Let's quickly recap. Focus on building emotional attraction. Show your value subtly, without going overboard. Increase physical touch, but keep it natural. Create some mystery and leave them wanting more. Have the conversation when the time feels right. Now, I know these steps sound simple, but believe me, the execution is what makes them powerful. Remember, this isn't about changing who you are. It's about being the best version of yourself and letting that shine. So, what do you think? Have you ever tried any of these steps before? If you've ever been stuck in the friend zone, comment below with yes and tell me your story. Did you manage to turn a friendship into something more, or did things take an unexpected turn? Maybe you tried and failed, or maybe you're still trying to figure out your next move. Whatever your experience, drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And who knows, your story might just help someone else in the same situation. If you found this video helpful, do me a favor, hit that like button. It really helps more people see this video and finally break free from the friend zone. And if you want more psychology-backed relationship tips, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out on game-changing advice. I'm always bringing you the best strategies to improve your dating and social life. Now, let's be real. What's your next move? Will you start making small but powerful changes today? Will you build attraction, create mystery, or maybe even have that big conversation? Or will you stay in the same spot, wondering what if? The choice is yours. But remember, confidence and action are what create real change. So, here's your challenge. Pick one step from this video and start applying it today. Come back in a week and let me know what happened. Did you notice any shifts? Are things feeling different? The ball's in your court. Let's make things happen. Drop a comment below, and let's keep this conversation going.